my YouTube. It's Tammy C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light love. How you all doing out there? All is well, all is well. I am riding the wave. This is about how I describe my life. Like it's in ebbs and flows, I think, like all of us. But when I get on the wave of goodness, I just ride that sucker like a surfer on a surfboard. A surfboard. That's where I'm at. September is always a great month for me. It's my birthday month, but it always feels magical. And on cue, it has been, the last couple of weeks have been, you rule, Burger King, you rule. Even though I don't eat Burger King, I just like that commercial. Let's get it. Before I get started, hit like, hit subscribe. Yeah. This is a good video. I know everybody says that. I mean it. 7 ways, 7 tips to reinvent yourself. These are my tips. These are tips that I have used to totally transform my life. I have to go to my notes because this is an important video, and I wanted to give you all kind of step by step how I changed my life. When I say change my life, I'm saying a life of pain, a life of sadness, depression, divorce, toxic relationships, 2 battles with cancer, lost my parents. And I'm telling you, it was some dark days. I just talked with my friend via text, and I was telling her some of my futuristic plans that are coming to pass. Yeah. And she was like, can you believe this? 15 years ago, where you were versus now. And I'm telling you, the Almighty, it's God. I can't take no credit. For real, you are. I can't take no credit. So credit. So when you see people on those award shows and they say giving honor to God, I don't judge them. I don't know who's just saying it out of rhetoric, who means it, but it really is him. It's not me, because there's no way that I thought I would be where I'm at today. You can turn your life around. Tip number 1, you got to get it. Visualize. Visualize and set a goal. And I know you probably hear this all the time, but really listen, because this is what I do and did. And think about where you want to be. Don't think small. It doesn't matter. You want a home. You want to own your own salon. You want to have your own cleaning business, laundromats. You want to be an interior decorator. Whatever it is you want to do, get your MBA, your doctorate, your bachelor's. It could be GED and work your way on up. Save money like hustlers do, or whatever your goal is. First, you got to visualize it and write it down. As I tell you all, look at my notebooks. I have more in my office, just notebooks galore. And I write every day. I'm writing something. So write it out, journal it. Don't think it's too small. Go big. It's better to go big and start working at it. Visualize, write it down. That's tip number 1. Okay. Also, I just want to get back on that. Now I am under someone. I'm a therapist. You all know my story. I'm a licensed social worker, but I'm on the track to opening my own practice. And I made some big moves over this week to position myself. I locked in my name of my practice. I'm working on my logo. So you all, I am feeling like, $1 trillion. It's like I'm just trying to even stay focused because I'm so elated and so happy. But 15 years ago, I worked at, and I'm not, no shame to these companies because I had some good jobs. Kraft Foods and U.S. Cellular in particular were very good companies for me. But I felt like, not really U.S. Cellular, I felt like it's a Kraft Foods. No matter how hard I worked, no matter, how polite I was, how professional, I never got the accolades. I never got the recognition. And I want to tell you something else. And this is no shade to corporate because some people do well in it. It just wasn't for me. Follow your intuition and your gut. Oops, I'm jumping the gun. Tip number 2, trust your gut and your intuition. As a 19-year-old, when I started working in corporations, I was a business major in high school. I went to a vocational high school, which prepared me for the business world. I was a business major. So I went straight to like American Express to work, and I hated it. As a 19-year-old, I went to another company, hated it. As a 30-year-old, I'm by 31, 32. I'm at Kraft Foods. Hated it. So I do these videos not only for me, but to help you. Don't do like I did. If you're 21, 25, and you hate your career, do not stay. I'm not on this video telling you quit your job, but maybe if you are in that position, why do something you hate for a buck? You could be doing something you love for even more bucks. And I knew that it wasn't about the money for me, but I knew that as a young girl, as a teen, a young woman, that I wasn't happy in corporate, but the fear, society, my mom and dad working 35 years at one job, 30 years at another job. I'm thinking that's the status quo. That's how I have to be. But this is not 1980 and 1990. We're in an entrepreneurial world. We're in a world where you can be an influencer if that's what you want to be. You can start your own business. If you're an artist, a singer, songwriter, musician, you can start your own label. You don't need the big record label anymore. Go independent. But what you do need to do is trust your gut. Don't go around telling everybody. Even your parents are going to be pissed at you because you're going to chase your dream and they want you to be a doctor, lawyer, an Indian chief, whatever they want you to be. But see, and I hate to beat up on parents. I know y'all probably feel like I do. And I do sometimes, only because our parents do know better for us, but they don't know everything. And as a parent, this is where you got to really put yourself to the test. Did you raise your daughter well? Did you raise your son well? Did you give them good tools? Tell them what to do financially to help themselves. But if they want to chase a dream, have enough faith and patience in your child that he or she is going to figure it out. Don't have them being something they don't want to be, because that it's going to come back on you and they are going to blame you for their unhappy life. I didn't want to do this anyway. I did it because you told me. See, I wouldn't want my kid telling me no stuff like that. I get it. You want what's best for your child, but part of being a parent and a good parent, I think, Miss Non-Parent here, is trusting your kid and your adult child that they will find their way, and you gave them the tools. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? You can chase your dream and still work a 9 to 5, but chase your dream, you know? Okay, but always trust your gut. Always trust your gut. Don't go around telling everybody your dream. Don't go around telling everybody, this is what I'm going to do, because I'm telling you now, they will discourage you because they may be envious. Maybe they wanted to be the star basketball player and they didn't make it, and they may tell you, don't lean on that. They may have wanted to be the starving artist. They may have fear now, and their fear jumps out and tries to stop you. So this is why it's better to keep your mouth closed at times. Tip number 3, stay the course. No matter what happens, stay the course. No way I thought I would be a licensed social worker now. No way I thought that I was ready to open my own practice when I was stricken with cancer, when I was heartbroken, when I didn't have any money hardly, when I kept getting laid off, when I lost my dad, when I lost my mom. I didn't see no light. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see this day. So stay the course. Things are going to happen. Things will disrupt you. I tell people, this is why I'm hard on people when they check out sometimes when they are business owners or whatever. I feel if you're a business owner and something happens to disrupt it, you mostly lost a family member or your health. We have to put people in place to continue with our business or either shut it down. I remember having chemo. I was kind of sickly, and I was a life coach, and I had this good client. I went, even though I wasn't feeling well, even with my wig on. I'm sure I had a wig on probably. I went and coached that guy because I was his coach and I didn't want to let him down. Now, if I was too sick to do it, I probably would have found him a good coach. I know, some other life coaches. But I just feel like sometimes we have to stay the course, even when stuff get hard. And when I was getting my bachelor's degree in 1998, I enrolled. My dad passed in 99. My professor said, do you want to quit? I know you just lost your dad. I'm like, you know what? My dad believed in education. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to stay the course. I'm going to do it for him, and I'm going to do it for me. And I kept going, and I graduated in '02. Stay the course. Things are going to happen to discourage you, or life is going to happen. Life be lifing, but stay the course. All right, tip number 4, have some inspiring friends. I have someone, when I did an internship, my supervisor was not a good supervisor. She actually dropped the ball on me. And if it wasn't for this lady that I met that is now my dear friend, me and her worked there on Saturdays, and she was one of my supervisors. And thanks be to God for her, because I could go to her, and I might be hung up on a treatment plan or something I didn't understand. She'll be like, come in my office. She'll instant message me. We had an instant messenger through our company. Come in my office, I'll help you. And she would give me step by step. And she has her own practice. She's a counselor, clinical counselor, and I can go to her at any time with any question about starting my own practice. We exchange. If she has somebody that she her blah, 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 blah. If her books are full, she may send a client to me, and if I'm booked, I'll send someone to her. We work together. But this lady inspires me. She has lupus, but she keeps going. So get someone that inspires you, that has your back. I have really good friends. I have friends that have their own business, and we chop it up. They inspire me. I inspire them. You can't be successful or reinvent your life if you're around toxic people, if you're around negativity. Why are you doing that? That's never gonna work. And they just dumping their problems on you. Sometimes don't be available. You are responsible for your happiness. You are responsible for your life. You have to reinvent your life. So that means setting boundaries, okay? But having inspiring friends and mentors will help you. The lady I work under, I learned so much from her in these 5 years. She's definitely someone that has mentored me and guided me along the way. Miss Laura, my 95-year-old play auntie, I began selling Avon with her in '08. She's been a mentor for me and still is to this day. Tip number 5, you can't reinvent yourself without self-care. Always take care of yourself. Always. I get a little disturbed. I'm just going to say it just like this. I've noticed, have you ever seen people, they'll go to church if they are broke, if they are broken, if they have a loss, they run to church. As soon as things get better, they quit church. Same with therapy. They come to therapy broken, and soon as a new relationship start, they dump their therapy. As soon as they buy the house, they dump therapy. You know what? Your therapy is for you. Just because you get a new person, it doesn't mean your mental health should be thrown by the wayside. Having a relationship doesn't erase depression. Having a relationship doesn't make you less anxious. Sometimes it adds to your anxiety. Always put yourself first. When I was with my guy, he knew I stayed in therapy. He knew that's who I am. I'm not shutting down therapy because we got back together or something. I need to have a clear mind whether I'm with him or anybody or alone. Having somebody doesn't change everything. It really doesn't. We have to keep our relationships in their place. I love hard, just like you. Trust me, I do. But no man is going to be my everything. I still have a responsibility to me. I have to look in the mirror and be sound. I have to be mentally stable. That has nothing to do with no love, you all. The love for me. So don't do that. Always put your mental health first. Self-care. What do you do for self-care? For me, I like the long walks. I love getting my lashes done. I love getting my hair done. I love looking good and I feel good. I do my meditation. That means so much to me. Journaling, this keeps me going. Prayers, reading positive things, listening to Wayne Dyer like I did yesterday. I listened to a couple of his videos. This is my self-care. A good massage, being with friends, having a meal, chopping it up, exchanging stories, giggling. That's my self-care. A good Netflix movie. Self-care. Whatever it takes. I want to see The Equalizer 3. And I do not go to the movies alone, but I will go alone to see that movie. And I may be going, maybe tomorrow, I'm thinking. But do whatever it takes. Self-care. And that's the only way you're going to reinvent yourself, is to take care of yourself. Alrighty. Can't reinvent yourself without faith. I can't. That's why I'm alive. because of my faith. I remember getting a call May 2007. Miss Walker, it was on my voicemail. You do have cancer. And I'm like, I jumped because I'm like, what? 36 years old, never sick, and this just comes out the blue, an aggressive tumor in my breast. And thanks be to God that I did a self breast exam because I would not be here today. I would not be on this video. My faith is why I'm alive. And I'm not saying, oh, I got the diagnosis and I was, doing a dance after that. No, I was pissed. I'm mad. I'm learning I can't have kids possibly. I got to do almost a year of treatment, radiation, chemo, surgery, more chemo. It was so much for my mind. I was just done. Not done like, but done mentally. I could not conceptualize all of these things. But once the smoke cleared, I heard the plans. I accepted, okay, you have cancer, but it's very beatable. My faith kicked in. And that's why I'm here. My faith kicked in when I went through a not pleasant divorce. My faith kicked in when my dad passed eventually. That was a tough blow. My faith kicked in when my mother passed. My faith kicked in when we lost my auntie right behind my mother, her sister. Faith. Faith. You have to have faith. When you get out your bed, that should be your motivator. I hear people say, I hate my job. I don't know how you drive in all that traffic. Faith. I have faith that I'm going to have a good day. I have faith that I'm going to get to this job and help my girls, my students, and I'm going to get paid too for doing something I really love. Faith is what pushes me. You got to have faith or hope. If you don't have those things, what motivates you? I know everybody's different. Everybody faith different. Everybody have different beliefs. I'm never here to judge that. For me, in my house, it's faith. It's faith. I had a friend, we're not friends anymore, and she was like, I noticed even though bad stuff happened, you still seem happy. She said, what's your secret? I said, God. She said, oh, I don't want to hear that God stuff. Baby, you need to hang up the phone now because I can't make up nothing else. I don't want to hear that God stuff. Well, don't talk to Tammy. Tammy Sharice Walker, that would be me. Because I ain't got nothing else to tell you, and I'm not correcting that sentence. I want to use that bad English on that. I ain't got nothing else. God, faith. Last but not least. Last but not least. And I'm correcting my pronunciation. I was in a meeting with the assistant principal, and he was saying some teachers are not pronouncing their words correctly. Therefore, the children are not picking it up. Last but not least. Least. I'm thinking least like a rental lease. Lord, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. It's going to be ebbs and flows, ebbs and flows, ebbs and flows. Sometimes you're going to be up. Sometimes you're going to be down. Sometimes you feel like you're on top of the world like me today. Sometimes it feels like the world is on top of you. Stay the course and enjoy the ride. It may look dark right now. Don't make me preach on here, but oh, tomorrow the sun will shine. I remember being so... Hold on, my earbud fell out. Hold on. One momento, please. And ooh, I hope it didn't disconnect. And my sister, the beauty that she is, I was in tears. This years ago. I think at this point, my car was falling apart. My love life was in shambles. I think I got laid off, and I was just in tears. And I'm like, what's the purpose of all of this? If bad things just keep happening. And my sister said, Tammy, sometimes it has to rain so you can appreciate the sunshine. And I'm telling you the truth. It blessed my soul when she said that. I needed to hear that at that moment. Sometimes it's going to rain. Sometimes it'll be snowstorms. Sometimes thunderclouds. Sometimes hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes. But sometimes it'll be like today, a beautiful sun shining day. That's what it is here outside. Maybe I can let you all see a little view. I don't like to move. I heard that. Move around because I start goofing off. But yeah, this is what's going on outside of my apartment. September 1st, my favorite month of the year. Don't want y'all to see my patio that I haven't swept real good. It's got some branches on it. But this is what's going on over here outside of the shy. Listen, I say all of these things to try to help you all because I've been where you are, and it don't feel good when your back is up against the wall. But I just want to give you all hope and courage that you can reinvent yourself just like me. And I'm not saying my life is perfect now. And I know I'll have more ebbs and flows. I know I'll have some darker days. But for right now, I'm enjoying the ride. Reinvent your life. Try these tips. Maybe you have some different ones you want to add in. Drop me some comments on how you reinvented your life or are reinventing your life, or if you want to reinvent your life, or if you just want to say something. I love reading the comments. Tammy Sharice Walker, licensed social worker. Yes, I am. And outside of Chicago. God bless you all. Bye bye.